Hi, I'm Malcolm Slice. I want to make a quick video talking about why you should reach out to people that might need help. For various reasons, this one's going to talk about my experience with my best friend who passed away when I was 21. He overdosed on drugs, particularly oxycodone and I believe it was Xanax. It was Xanax or Valium. So I think it's important to reach out to people because you never know what's going to happen. People pass away, man. They do. Accidents happen. And, in his case, his drug overdose was an accident. It was not intentional. He was off drugs for like a long, long while. Well, not long, long while. He was off drugs for many, many, many months, which is a long while for him. I'll say that. But life started going bad and he fell off the wagon. Got kicked out of his house, was arguing with his wife all the time. All this crazy shit was just super duper stressful shit was going on. But the reason I want to talk about this particular situation that happened in my life is that the day he passed away, he talked to me. He called me. He asked me to hang out with him. And I said no for good reason. At the time, I was trying to join the military. I was actually had to go to the Navy office, Navy recruitment office, to give them my paperwork so that I could try to join the military. So I remember him calling me and like, he was obviously like really fucked up. And I was just like, I got to go do this, man. I'm trying to get my life in order. I'm trying to cause I went to college for several years. Didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just basically just coasting through life. And I was just like, I need to do something. So I was going to join the military. I was going to join the Navy, which by the way, I did. But anyways, he called me and he was asking me to, meet him at a gas station, a quick trip, actually a QT. For all y'all guys from Texas, and I think Oklahoma, and what other states have that gas station. Anyways, I told him I couldn't for obviously good reason. I had to go turn in my paperwork to my recruiter, and I had to work also later in the day. And what ended up happening, and it kind of sucks, is that recruiter wasn't in the office, so I couldn't give him the paperwork at the time. So I was actually able to hang out with him. This is like over the course of maybe an hour. He called me, asked me to hang out. I can't, got to go see the recruiter. Tried to call him back like an hour later. Didn't answer his phone. I was like, okay. So I had another 30 minutes, wait 30 minutes, called him again. Didn't answer, At that point, I was like, okay, it's getting kind of late. I got to go to work here in a little bit. So went to work. When I was at work, I'm trying to remember this completely properly. It's difficult to remember. It was just basically I remember I think his best friends, one of his other best friends texted me being like, hey, we need to talk. And I got a call from his wife at the time. Well, at the time, yeah, I mean, his widow now, but, and I remember I couldn't answer at the time because I was at work, and I left work and I called right back. And I think I called his best friend. It was either his best friend or his wife, but it was one of those two. They were both trying to contact me when I was at work. And I just remember her picking up the phone. I was like, hey, what's going on? This blah, blah, blah. I think they said you need to talk to so-and-so. And I won't put their name out there, but called so-and-so. And they're like, he's gone. I'm like, what do you mean he's gone? He's gone. He's dead. He passed away. Obviously, it was a lot more emotional than that, but it's crazy, man. The fact that I don't feel guilty, don't get me wrong, but I don't feel responsible. I don't think I could have changed anything. There always is that little part in the back of your head where maybe if I went there, maybe something would be different. Maybe it would be. It's not weighing on my soul. I'm making this video just because I miss my friend and I think about him all the goddamn time. But sometimes whenever somebody's going through a rough time and they need help them out, man. I mean, don't let people take advantage of you. Obviously, I understand what drug addicts are like. They're around and they steal your shit, or, they just do this stuff. They just keep doing this stuff. But it's at the same time, it's he wasn't calling me to help him, get drugs or whatever, do it, anything like that. I was just like, hey, man, come hang out with me, And it just makes me sad that I just missed him. And I guess to add more context to the story, turns out that, he died at a gas station parking lot. Well, not parking lot. He died at a gas pump at a gas station, a Quick Trip. I think I mentioned that earlier. might be one of the other takes. But anyways, yeah, he died at a Quick Trip gas pump, and he was dead in his car for 3 hours, and not a single fucking person fucking even like acknowledged it or even noticed it. Or if they did, they didn't do shit. I guess that's just how people are. The person who found him was his wife, and the only reason she went there is because that's the last place she knew he was at. Apparently, I guess he called her too, because he called me from the gas station. And I guess he called her from the gas station as well. Went there, found the body, well, found the car, and I don't know if it was open or whatever. Anyways, yeah. If you know anybody that's like going through drug addiction and stuff like that, you know, I get it, man. It makes people fucking assholes. And like, I'm going to reiterate this. I did not say no to him because I didn't want to hang out with him. I wanted to. I actually called him the night before to hang out with me. But he was up at the WinStar World Casino in Oklahoma, and he couldn't do it. And it just sucks, man. I still think about it to this time, honestly. But anyways, just so what I'm trying to say is, like, if you know anybody that's like, going through a rough time, try to help them. If they're not going to help themselves, then I understand. It's fucking rough, and there's nothing you can do. If I believe your desire to help yourself needs to be stronger than your desire to do the thing do the drugs. And if the person that needs help with drugs, whatever, does not have a strong desire to do better, then I understand the frustration and stuff like that. But anyways, I just want to share my little story about when my best friend passed away. Maybe I'll make another video talking about it in the future. Like I said, I think about it constantly. I have dreams about him all the time. And anyways, that's the video. If you're going through a rough time, or you have a friend that's going through a rough time, just comment down below, man. I would love to be there for y'all if I can, because I don't want anybody to ever go through that kind of loss. It really sucks. But anyways, yeah.